Okay. All right. Let me get this stream on the roll. We're going to be talking about some common trader mistakes. I've been having a lot of requests for this, so I'm going to get into it in here in just a second. Just bear with me as I do share the link for others to join here, putting it in my free Telegram group. By the way, if you're not in the free Telegram group, there is a link down in the description for you to join that. I share analysis and tips and all that good stuff. So, giving them the chance right now to come join us here in the live room. Very excited to be here with you guys. Cool. So we should be all set there. Awesome. And I'll just quickly pull up the chat to see if anybody is tuned in. Very excited to be here with you guys. We're going to be talking about some common trader mistakes. My name is Trader Nick. If you are just tuning in, do me a favor, say hello down in the chat. I'd love to hear from some of you guys as we get going here. We're going to be talking about some trading mistakes that people tend to make again and again in the Forex market. I've had a lot of requests lately talking about this topic. People constantly, as traders, get caught up and get stuck in some endless cycles in their trading. I don't know if anybody has felt like that before, but if you guys would, do you guys ever struggle? Do me a favor down in the chat. What are some common struggles you may or may not face in the process of becoming a trader? I'd love to hear from some of you guys as we get into the stream here. I know that there's multiple ones that everyone tends to struggle with, but I want to hear if you guys have any specific ones that are tough for you. Do you are you very can you not deal with drawdown? Can you not deal with the emotions, the psychology? Can you never stick to your plan? What kind of struggles do you guys have about your Forex trading? What is the hardest thing about your trading for you? I'd love to talk about what you guys are struggling with. And I also want to share some thoughts of myself from my own journey as a Forex trader and tell you guys kind of how I overcame them and some ways that you can too. Okay? Hi, you guys. Let me just do a quick, just see who's here in the chat. We've got Dr. Ola, Zariah, Lukman Hakim, Wolfie, Aryan. Sorry if I mess up anybody's name up. Ivan, good to see you, Wolfie. When I see a spike in the chart, when you can see in the obvious downtrend or uptrend, I struggle with an entry. Interesting. Okay. I always struggle to keep to my plan. It always hits my stop loss, but not my take profit. Okay. Very valid concerns. Also, nice shirt, bro. Thank you very much. Wolfie says the market's always going against me. That's something I want to stop on right now. The market is not always going against you. The market is always going against everybody. And I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying that, it's very easy for us as traders to think that the market is something that's going to go against us at all given times. We think that, you enter a trade and it always seems like it goes against you. Well, let me tell you that, it's not necessarily going against you. It's that a lot of times the market just tends to move in, all directions. People are so caught up in the world of trading about getting the perfect entry, about getting the perfect entry and exit and you never having any drawdown. And the reality is that in almost every situation, in my trades at least, and every trader I've ever known that's successful, usually when you get in the trade, there's a period of time where you're down on your money. And that's just part of trading. So the market is not necessarily going against you. It's not picking you out or bullying you. The market doesn't really care about any of us, right? The market does what it wants to do. There's market participants all around the world. So as traders, it's kind of one of those things, to some degree, the market is not picking on anybody or choosing favorites for that. Muhammad says, sad for my name, really bad day. Tough to hear it. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I mean, there's times in the trading world where people, it can be very easy to give up. A lot of people, they give up when things get very, very tough because trading is not one of those things that's easy. What you guys, I'm sure, have seen is you go on Instagram and you see those guys driving the nice Lamborghinis and showing off their super nice cars. And they make it seem like all you have to do is, do this and that, and then you'll be a millionaire. And that's just not how it goes. I'm sure many of you guys already know this. But there's a lot of falsehoods around the industry. People think that Forex trading is going to be something that's easy and something that, all you have to do is do steps 1 through 5 and you're going to be a zillionaire. And that's just not how it goes, unfortunately. But with that said, there are a lot of common trading mistakes that can be corrected. There are ways to get yourself out of trouble. And let me tell you guys, the first thing I want to say, the biggest thing, and I work with a lot of traders. Many of you guys know I've been running this YouTube channel for a while. I have services where I'm an educator. I work with a lot of traders, helping them with their trading and all of that good stuff. But the thing that I see the most common, the biggest mistake and the most common mistake that people have when using their, when they're trading, bunches of new people, they will over leverage, meaning they put on positions that are much too large for their trading account. And I want to talk about that right now because listen, the thing about using big size, the thing about using a big position is that the bigger your position, sure, the bigger potential reward you can gain, but also the bigger potential risk. And the best people in this industry, the smartest traders, the people who are the most successful in the Forex world, they are not making their money by risking a lot. They're making their money by keeping their risk low and keeping their account safe. People in the retail industry, they're so concerned about making big bucks that they don't realize that they're risking losing everything in their account. People ask me all the time, Nick, can I make, let's say, can I make 25 to 50% a month on my trading account? And here's the thing, you can, it's possible, but it's entirely much like gambling. And let me tell you why. Because this may be an unpopular opinion, and sometimes it's not necessarily what you want to hear. That's the truth. The reality of Forex trading is that it takes money to make money, and that going for something like 50% in a month, what you have to do in order to make 50% in a month is you have to risk losing a huge amount of money in order to make 50% a month, right? So if you're going for 50%, if this is your target, well, if you happen to have, and this totally can happen, right? If you have a negative month, let's say you just have a month of negative like 30%. Well, suddenly you've lost a ton of your trading capital, right? You've lost a significant amount of the money that you came to the table with. If you had $1,000 and you lost $300, well, suddenly you're only working with $700 now. And to make back your money is going to be even harder when you have less capital. Right, so it's so important that because like I said, I deal with traders every single day, and take my word for what it is, but I work with traders all around the world all the time, and the same mistakes happen every single day. The same things happen again and again. People put on huge positions relative to a small position, relative to a small account, and then they blow it and they lose all the money that they came to trade with. And the only way you stay in this game long term is to go something for modest returns. Let me say something that is going to be interesting to some of you guys, and to others it will frustrate you, and you might hate me and turn off the stream and never come back. And you know what? If that's the case, then I'm here to tell the truth. I'm not here to lie to you guys. There's so much of that going on in the Forex industry. There's people who, they endlessly show you, unlimited gains, and I'm not here to do that. Okay. Some of the best Forex traders, some of the best hedge fund managers in the entire United States, right? Forget the website name, but there's ways you can track the best performing managers or fund managers in the United States. Do you know that some of the best in the business, the absolute best, the entirely, like the top of the top, the most skilled traders as far as the hedge fund world go? Does anybody want to care for what their percentage per month on average is? I'd be curious to see what you guys think it is down in the chat. It may surprise you. What is the top hedge fund manager shooting for each month in the United States? Arian says, what would you recommend finding a basic introduction into reading the charts and understanding fundamentals? Arian/Dave, I'm not sure which one you'd rather me call you. I'm going to call you Dave because that's easier for me. Dave, do me a favor. I have a channel, or on my channel, you're already on my YouTube channel, but if you go into my YouTube channel on the playlist section, there is a little playlist called a free Forex education beginner course, something like that. It's a course that I made a while ago, and it's there for totally for free. If you're looking to get started with Forex and you don't know a lot, if you need to go back to the basics, guys, that playlist may be for you. Okay, so seeing good numbers here. We got 1 to 4%, 3%, 5%, 5%, 10%, 2%, 2% every 6 months. Sean says 5 to 10%. Guys, this is shocking. But I want you before you get frustrated with me, because people get mad at me. They get mad at me because they think that I'm crazy for saying this number. But the absolute best performing hedge funds that do it consistently, right? Traders and investors that are fantastic in the world of trading, the best of the best. They're not retail like us. They are institutional. They're very smart traders. They shoot for 2 to 3% a month. Okay. You guys, a lot of you guys were in the range, 2 to 3% per month. But before you get mad at me, before you say, well, I'm never going to live off 2 to 3% per month, before you freak out, let me explain why this is a good model, okay? Just bear with me. I know, because when I first heard this, when I was a new trader, when I was like, kind of fresh to the business, and I heard 2 to 3% is what big hedge fund managers, the smartest in the business, were making per month. I was like, well, I'm never going to make any money being a Forex trader then, all right. But there's an added, bonus to this, okay? 2 to 3% on a small account, sure, that's not going to do much for you. But if these guys are working with big money, okay, they're working with a lot of money. Now you may say, well, I don't have a lot of money. I can't trade without a lot of money. I'm never going to make any money working with 2 to 3% per month. Well, first of all, compounding your gains, if you actually look into the math behind it, it's crazy what you can do with 2 to 3% per month over time. That's the first thing I'd like to say. The second thing I'd like to say is you may not have money to trade enough for 2 to 3% to be worth it, but let me give you guys a little bit of a goal here. I've like I said, I speak with traders every single day, people who have lost a lot of money, people who are lost and confused in the Forex world. And let me tell you one of the best things I can give you as advice. Learn to master making 2 to 3% a month. And you may say, well, that seems easy. Well, it's actually not. There's times where the market is not forgiving, right? People, those same people who say they can make 25, 50% a month, they're also not telling you that a lot of times they blow accounts and lose everything in a single month. We don't want to do that. That's not what we're here. If you want to be a trader, if you love trading, does anybody in here love trading like I do? Because I love trading. How much on a scale 1 to 10, are you guys 10s like me on the scale of trading? I am from 1 to 10, I am a 10 on how much I love to trade. I don't want to blow my account here, right? I want to keep my risk down and stay in this game for the long term. We're not trying to get rich overnight here. We're trying to get rich over time, over the course of our entire lives, because we want to trade. We like to trade, right? I hope you like to trade. Look at that. I mean, Jonathan says he's a yes, sir. He's a 10 out of 10. Ivan says he's like what is that? A 1 million. Howard says no, I'm a decreasing 8. Well, at least you're honest. Listen, Sean says he enjoys trading as well. Listen, guys, you have to enjoy it. That's the only way you're going to last in this game. The long term is being a trader that enjoys trading, right? And so with that said, here's the I guess the beam of hope, right, that I wanted to get to. So Raya says 10, of course. You may not be able to live off 2 to 3% per month right now. But listen, for starters, Forex trading and trading for a living, that's a dream that people just would love to have all around the world, right? It takes a lot of time to get to that point. But check this out. This is the gleam of hope at the end of the tunnel. You may not have enough money for that, but someone else does. If you can do this for long enough, and that's a terrible arrow. In fact, I'm going to change it colors because I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm about to say. You may not have enough money to make enough money off 2 to 3%, but somebody else does. There are investors who are looking for people who can consistently make money in their Forex account over time. Why? Well, what if you have $1 million to trade with? What if an investor came to you and said, hey, Zariah, Howard, Sean, Ivan, whoever else is in here, Wolfie, you guys are making consistently 2 to 3% per month? Well, 2 to 3% per month on my account is $20,000 to $30,000 a month. Suddenly you're in a different ballpark. Suddenly that 2 to 3% is a little bit different, right? If you, and I'm scared that I'm sounding dumb with my math, but just looking at 1 million, right? 1 million, that is going to be, let's just say you make 2% per month. That's $20,000 per month. And as the person who invests that money or trades that money for the wealthier person, and trust me, if you can make 2 to 3% per month, if you can master your craft, guys, if you can get to the point where you're making that kind of returns every single month for, let's say, a year or two, investors will be interested in watching your performance and giving you money to trade for them. Now, of course, in different countries, you're going to have regulation. You're going to have to sign up to be handle money or whatever. And that kind of is dependent on your country. But guys, 2 to 3% for these people who have money. And there are a lot of rich people out there. There are a lot of people who want to invest their money and they have it, but they don't have a way to grow it. Well, you can provide the way to grow it. That's the end of the tunnel light that I'm trying to explain to you guys. Don't get discouraged. Don't gamble. There's people gambling out there who say, oh, it's easy to make 50% per month. Listen, show me one track record of somebody who makes more than 25% per month for many months on a real account using, a reasonable style of trading. And I will be shocked because I don't believe it exists. Not at least for more than maybe a month or two, because that would kind of be lucky, right? The long term, that consistency coming for something like this. Remember, we already talked about the best traders in the United States. They're going for 2 to 3% per month. You know why? It's because they're working with a big amount of money, and that 2 to 3% consistently over time, compounding those gains, that is worth gold. Okay. I hope that this lesson was helpful to you guys. This is something that I'd like to talk about more often. People are so misled in this industry. People come into this industry thinking they're going to double their account in a week. They think they're going to double their account, and they look at all these people with the shiny accounts and they see them making money, and they think that this is going to be something easy. But I'm trying to help you guys the best way I can, because I've been doing this for a long time. I've worked with countless traders. I have, over 100 people in my service right now, full of people working, with me and trading alongside me and learning from myself and the other very, very, talented and experienced people in my team. Listen, this is a long-term goal. I know that there are people on the other side of the stream listening to this, and they're frustrated and they're trying to get somewhere in their life, and they're looking for Forex to be a way out for them. I don't want you to think that Forex is an easy way out. It is not. You need to love this. Otherwise, you're going to fail out and you're going to quit. That's the cold hard truth. But if you love this, if you're willing to work, if you're willing to, go at this full force, then long term, this could be a great way out for you, and you really can make it in the Forex world. I'm not telling you from opinion. I'm telling you that this is what I've done. And I want many people to do it around the world, and I believe it's possible. Shoot to master making 2 to 3% per month, and you do it for a long time, and you show your track record to potential investors that have big bucks like this. Guys, you can make good money just from 2 to 3% if you come to investors who have money and you say, hey, I mastered 2 to 3% over the course of 2 years. Give me some money to trade with. They'll want to trade. They'll want to let you trade their money because they see that you're consistent. They see that you're making consistent gains. Okay. Guys, I know that it's hard out there. It's not easy, and people want immediate gratification. But if you're not one of those people, if you're here and you're listening to the stream, and a lot of people clicked off of the stream, if you're still here, it's not coincidence. Okay. I'm trying to help you because this is what I needed to hear. I needed to hear this, and that's why I do all this stuff on YouTube. That's why I make these videos. That's why I connect with you guys on YouTube, is because I needed to hear this stuff myself, and now I'm giving it to you in the form of the most truthful way. And that's why, I could make a lot of money if I was just a scammer like all these other guys and just showed you big flashy results and said it's going to be easy. But that's not what I'm here to do. My goal here, and you guys have likely seen my my hype videos and my motivational videos. My friend, he's been helping me coordinate those. His name's Cody, and he's been editing the films. Our goal here is to motivate people and to change lives in a real way. I'm not here to show you Lamborghinis and make you think that it's easy. My goal here is to show you the realistic way to become a consistently profitable Forex trader. And if this stuff is helping you, do me a big favor. Make sure, of course, you're subscribed to the channel. Let's get this message to more people out there. Share this video, or share, my channel with a friend or somebody who needs to hear this, because it's time that we change the Forex industry. It's time that we get rid of so many scammers and people who are just out there to take your money for no reason. I want to create value in this industry where there is not a lot of it. There's a lot of fakes. There's a lot of people who just want to make it look easy, and that's what sells, sadly. The reality is that it's hard work, but it can be done. You figure out how to do this consistently, you come to investors, they're going to be happy to work with you, and you can realistically make $20,000 a month, right? That's 2% of $1 million. If you had a $1 million investment, which sounds like a lot, but guys, $1 million to some of these investors is nothing. So you find a good investor, who has plenty of capital, you can make $20,000 per month off of their money. And of course, you're not going to get the full $20,000 per month, but you could get a cut of that, right? And that could be life-changing for people, especially around the world where, money is different value in different countries, right? Even if you just got, let's say you got 10% of that money or 20% of that money, what is that? That's $2,000 to $4,000 a month for you, just for trading this account. So guys, I don't want you to lose hope. I want you guys to learn what it really means. Do not get discouraged by the fact that to be consistent means you can't get huge money overnight. You don't need to. You need to learn how to master making a consistently reasonable amount of money every single month. That's what I've done. That's what I want you guys to do. I don't want you to chase the millions overnight. I want you to pursue your dreams here by actually staying in the long-term game. Okay? Arian says, what's the price of joining your Telegram VIP chat? Dave or Arian, it is $40 right now. It may change in the future just because as people join, as things get more and more popular, and we do have a lot of people joining the team. As that changes, I may change the prices in the future, so I can't guarantee that. But as of today, it's $40 for a month and $160 for an entire year. And the reason those prices are low is because, like I said, I'm trying to change the Forex industry, but I can't help everyone, unfortunately. I'm only one person. And so I do charge a fee. It's a very, very relatively small fee compared to a lot of these other services out there. But we work together as a team. It's not just me in there. There's some fantastic community members in there working every single day to work towards this goal. And I'm going to keep saying it. We're working towards consistency. We're working towards realistic trading results, doing things that make sense, and working towards reasonable amounts of growth, compounding them over time. And that's what we're all about in the VIP group. If you're interested in that, Dave, send me a message. I'd love to work with you. I'd love to have you join our team. If you're serious about this stuff, if this is what you're interested in, if you're realistic, if you want this to be your way out, the best way you can do that is to get involved with other people who are working towards that same goal. So without a question, I am not afraid to sell to you guys. I want you to come sign up and be a member with us because I believe in the product that I offer, and I believe that you will too, because we have a lot of people who are evangelists for what we do, people who are very supportive in the VIP group of what we do as a team. We're all working towards the same goal. We're working towards consistency. And if that's something that you're interested in, without a doubt, come join us. Okay. That's really the message that I wanted to get across to you guys today. Common trading mistakes, people over leveraging is so unfortunate because people don't realize that, the thing that I just told you guys. And if you're tuning in late to the stream, I do hope that you'll go back and watch the stream because I think we had some really great points. We had some really great questions in the chat, and I think we discussed it pretty well here. What's the best account capital to trade with? I would say anything from maybe $200. Now, you're not going to get rich off your $200 account, but remember what we just talked about. We talked about the fact that we can work towards consistency in our trading, show that on a real account over time, and potential investors may actually work with us, right? So, you can go to the website just so you guys know. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and just type that out for you guys. If you are interested in joining us, I'd love to have you work with me and my team. TraderNickFX.com. You can go to the website there. I don't know if that worked. Let me see. It should be in the description also, but I'm just putting it in the chat anyways. You can go to that link, click that link, and you can sign up to be a member. I would love to have you guys come join us, come work with the team. If you share the same goal as us, if you share the same dream of becoming consistently profitable within a reasonable amount of time, within a reasonable amount of money, if this is something that you're interested in being involved in, I highly recommend come join our team. It will be worth it. I'm very confident that you'll get the value out of it. You get to follow my trading signals live. You get to learn from what I'm doing in the markets, as well as the educational content I do provide there, as well as the very active and very friendly community chat that we have. So, JJ says, I've started with $200 actually, added monthly, 500, 50 to 100, depends on how much you can put aside. Best strategy with good risk management. You will be satisfied with the results. JJ, I love that you said that. That was such a well put statement. You maybe even more so than you even realize. The fact that you can, and JJ, I'm curious, did you watch my video on how to realistically grow a small trading account? I made a video, I want to say 2 weeks ago or something, but that video kind of talked about exactly what you're talking about there. Put a small amount of money, consistently, grow as a trader, learn, use this YouTube channel to your advantage, guys. I put out content almost every day, sometimes even 1 to 3 videos or streams a day, so that you guys can get knowledge for free here about the Forex market. This is what I'm here to do. Of course, I do offer a VIP service if you're interested in trading alongside me and taking it to the next level. If this is something that you share a passion for with me, then, I do offer the VIP service. But there's tons of free stuff here on YouTube as well. I'm sorry, but I didn't. I will do. I have been doing this for 2 years now. JJ, that's fantastic. I have a video that's very similar to that concept. I'd love it if you check that out and gave me your feedback on it. I'd love to hear what you have to say on there. Basically, talking about mastering your craft, creating a strategy, and you deposit some amount of money and you work with it from there. You deposit more money in the future and you slowly compound and grow your trading account until it's a big account, right? You can grow a small account into a big account, but you have to remember the most important factor is time, okay? Using consistent returns and time, that's how you're going to grow small trading accounts into big ones, guys. Oanda will let you put very low amounts in, and they only charge the spread. They don't charge per trade when it's a small account. Yep, I personally really like Oanda. They've been a good broker to me. Okay, let's see. What do we... For some reason, my phone is not updating how many people are here watching the stream. Guys, I hope you got something out of this. It would be, I'd really appreciate it if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Make sure you utilize me. I have content here on YouTube available to you for free. If you're not already subscribed to the channel and you're tuning in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Support what we do. And if this video was helpful to you, make sure you also like the video. That would be super, super awesome. And share it with a friend. If you found something useful from this video, if this was something that you needed to hear or somebody else needs to hear this message, send it to them and tell them to watch the stream. I think that might be useful to them. This video will be uploaded to YouTube just a few minutes after I go offline. Nicholas says, isn't it illegal to trade other people's money without a license? Exactly, you do need a license. But what you will also need in order to trade other people's money is you'll need a track record, right? Because they're not going to just give you money. You need to show them that you can consistently make returns in the Forex market. So yes, you need to get the proper licenses, and it kind of depends which country you're in. To manage money in certain countries, it's different than others. So you'll need to check in on that and you'll need to figure that stuff out. But like I said, this is a long-term goal. If you'd like to manage money for people, you need to have a track record first, right? You need to have, I'd say at least maybe 1.5 to 2 years of a consistently profitable track record. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be massive returns overnight on your account, because guess what, guys? One more thing to add to that concept that we just talked about. Having massive returns is actually not so much of a positive. If you have like 25% per month coming in, investors, smart traders, smart people with money, they're not going to invest in you because the fact that your account is moving too much. There's too much risk there. In order to get that kind of reward, you need to put on a lot of risk, right? So that's something to pay attention to. And smart money knows that, right? Smart traders understand that if you're going to make a lot of money on a short-term, amount, if you're going to make 25% a month, you needed to risk a lot. And so, smart people, rich people, people with investments, they're not interested in high risk. They're interested in high consistency. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. I do appreciate you tuning in. I know this was kind of a short one, but I had a message that I wanted to get out to you guys. I really do appreciate you tuning in here and listening. A lot of you guys were really involved and really took this one to heart. So I do appreciate you tuning in, supporting the channel as always. And we will be back with more content soon enough. I'm working on some more stuff. Got another vlog series coming out. I know some of you guys really enjoy my vlogs. So got one of those coming pretty soon. So thank you guys very much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next one.